The Legend of Jaka Tarub.
Kisah Jaka Tarub.
Once upon a time, there lived a young man named Jaka Tarub.
Pada masa lalu, hiduplah seorang pemuda bernama Jaka Tarub.
He was a village boy who loved to hunt.
Dia merupakan pemuda desa yang gemar berburu.
One day, he was hunting birds in the middle of the forest.
Suatu hari, dia sedang berburu burung di tengah hutan.
For a whole day, Jaka Tarub had not found any birds.
Selama seharian, Jaka Tarub belum menemukan burung-buruan.
He went deeper and deeper into the forest.
Dia masuk hutan semakin dalam.
In the middle of the wilderness, he finally heard the voices of several women talking.
Di tengah belantara, sayup-sayup dia mendengar suara beberapa wanita sedang berbincang.
The woman's voices clashed with the sound of gurgling water.
Suara perempuan itu beradu dengan suara air gemericik.
Out of curiosity, Jaka Tarub looked for her source of the sound.
Karena penasaran, Jaka Tarub pun mencari sumber suara tersebut.
He was surprised to see a group of angels bathing in the lake. The angels were very beautiful.
Betapa terkejutnya dia saat dia melihat ternyata ada sekelompok bidadari yang tengah mandi di telaga. Paras para bidadari itu sangatlah cantik.
Then a mischievous idea came to him.
Kemudian timbul sebuah ide nakal.
Jaka Tarub took one of the angels' clothes.
Jaka Tarub mengambil salah satu baju milik bidadari itu.
Then he went back into hiding while carrying the clothes.
Kemudian dia kembali bersembunyi sambil membawa pakaian itu.
In the late afternoon, the angels finished bathing. They put their clothes back on and went back to the sky.
Menjelang sore, para bidadari itu selesai mandi. Mereka mengenakan pakaian mereka kembali dan pulang menuju langit.
However, there was one angel who has left behind. She could not go home. She lost her clothes.
Namun, ada satu bidadari yang tertinggal dan tidak ikut pulang sebab dia kehilangan pakaiannya.
Like a helping angel, Jaka Tarub appeared to lend the angel a cloth.
Bak malaikat penolong, Jaka Tarub muncul meminjamkan kain kepada bidadari itu.
The angel named Nawang Wulan was then invited back home. The two of them then got married.
Bidadari bernama Nawang Wulan itu lantas diajak pulang ke rumah. Mereka berdua kemudian menikah.
Nawang Wulan now also has to work like a human, such as cooking and washing.
Nawang Wulan kini juga harus bekerja seperti layaknya manusia, seperti memasak dan mencuci.
However, as an angel, she has magic. Every day, she simply put a piece of rice into a pot.
Namun, sebagai seorang bidadari, dia memiliki kesaktian. Setiap hari, dia hanya memasukkan sehelai padi ke dalam periuk.
Surprisingly, the result could be enough rice for a family to eat.
Anehnya, hasilnya bisa menjadi nasi yang cukup dimakan sekeluarga.
However, her magic could be lost if someone opened the pot while she was cooking.
Namun, kesaktiannya itu bisa hilang jika ada orang yang membuka periuk saat dia memasak nasi.
She always told Jaka Tarub not to open the pot.
Dia pun selalu berpesan kepada Jaka Tarub tidak membuka periuk itu.
One day, in the middle of cooking, Nawang Wulan wanted to wash clothes.
Suatu hari, di tengah memasak, Nawang Wulan bermaksud untuk mencuci pakaian.
She told Jaka Tarub to take care of Nawangsi, their born child.
Dia berpesan kepada Jaka Tarub untuk mengasuh Nawangsi, anak mereka berdua.
While Nawang Wulan was washing, Jaka Tarub was curious.
Saat Nawang Wulan mencuci, muncullah rasa penasaran Jaka Tarub.
Although he had been warned, he tried to open the cooking pot.
Meski sudah diingatkan, dia mencoba membuka masakan dalam periuk.
For his surprise, when he saw that Nawang Wulan had only cooked a single grain of rice to feed the family,
Betapa terkejutnya saat dia melihat ternyata selama ini Nawang Wulan hanya memasak sehelai padi untuk makan sekeluarga.
That Christie had a huge impact. No, Nawang Wulan's magic was gone.
Rasa penasaran itu akibatnya sangat besar. Kini kesaktian Nawang Wulan lenyap.
Now she had to cook rice in order to prepare a meal for her family.
Kini dia harus memasak beras untuk bisa menyiapkan makan bersama keluarganya.
The supply of rice in the barn, which had never been decreased, gradually became less and less.
Persediaan beras di lumbung yang selama ini tidak pernah berkurang, lama-kelamaan semakin terkikis.
Every day, Nawang Wulan took the rice from the barn.
Hari, Nawang Wulan mengambil persediaan beras di lumbung.
When the supply ran out, she found her clothes in the barn.
Saat persediaan menipis, dia ternyata justru menemukan sehelai baju di lumbung.
It was hers, which she had lost while taking a bath in the lake.
Baju itu merupakan kepunyaannya yang hilang saat mandi di telaga.
Nawang Wulan realized that the clothes were deliberately stolen and hidden by Jakatarup.
Nawang Wulan baru sadar bahwa pakaian itu memang sengaja dicuri dan disembunyikan oleh Jakatarup.
She immediately put the clothes back on and turned into an angel.
Dia lantas segera mengenakan pakaian itu kembali dan berubah menjadi bidadari.
After telling Jakatarup to take care of their daughter Nawangsi, Nawang Wulan finally returned to heaven.
Setelah berpesan kepada Jakatarup untuk terus merawat anak mereka, Nawangsi, akhirnya Nawang Wulan pulang kembali ke kayangan. In the end,
Cerita ini pun selesai.